Pittsburgh.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good. They will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Under 10.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Here we go. Time to run. 6 man. Check it. 60 Eagles. 15 right here. 7. Mike 7. Ready? 7's a Mike. Mike 7. And let's get this.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away.
To punt for the Steelers.
Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Now. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
A 40-yard attempt.
And And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
In your face.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
3rd and 1.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready to work. Ready to work. 10 is a lot. Yeah. You don't want none.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Steelers nothing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
10.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
First and 10 at the
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Second and 15. Oh, nearly picked. They may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Steelers take over first.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle deep and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
On the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
By number 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up 3rd and 5.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good. We're up 10.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Smash. I got 18. Right here. 7. Mike, 7. Hey, pick your game up.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Tammy's the right. Push him back. Push him back. 7. Mike, 7. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
On the tackle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. He's giving them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check three, check three, check three. Panther straight, Panther straight. Twist. Undercross,
Going to give this time to the tailback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
running back. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 30. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. Evades the tackler and now some space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. 1918. Panther 11. Panther 11. No streak.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Hand off to Aaron Jones.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
45. Mike, 45.
Now they try the right side here. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Again, it's Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. It just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the